The views or opinions expressed in this presentation are those of the participants and do not necessarily represent the views and opinions of Westman Communications Group or its employees.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode.
Featuring my laptop again, because my laptop's so cool.
2 episodes in a row.
With my laptop.
With Kenzie's laptop. Go figure.
Yeah, because it's just so cool. Episode 49.
Episode 49. We are one away from the illustrious 50. That's actually kind of hard to believe.
Illustrious. That was a big word for you.
Illustrious. That's a big word for me. I can't say words more than 5 letters.
I know. I've learned.
Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, for episode 49, we're one away from 50. We're hoping to maybe do a bigger episode for 50, but stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. But I'm Cullen, and I'm with...
Oh, I was supposed to say my name. I thought you were going to say my name.
Who are you?
I'm actually Cullen. You're Kenzie, actually,
nice.
this time.
I'm Kenzie, and that's Cullen. No. There you go, see?
Yeah, see? No, my name's Kenzie. Co-host Cullen. You know, that's how you actually say the name. It's you don't just like...
We just point at each other. And
yeah.
Then,
yeah, how's it going?
It's been good. Summer is truly here. The muggy weather has really started.
Well, we're halfway through June.
I know. And, actually, we should say this is the first episode since somebody graduated from Assiniboine College.
Cue the clap track. Yeah, I graduated on Friday.
Yes! Welcome to the club. You're now
it was quite fun.
ACC alumni.
I feel like I liked it, but at the same time, it was a really long ceremony. There was a really big class, like a lot of people graduating.
Hot in there.
And it gets hot, and we're like packed like sardines. When I tell you we're packed like sardines, I mean I am shoulder to shoulder to both the people sitting beside me.
It's just endless rows.
I could if it's a good thing that COVID doesn't exist, because that would be a surefire way to get COVID.
Oh, that would be a super spreader event
like honestly,
no other.
Like we were shoulder to shoulder. There was not a point where I didn't have shoulder contact with somebody, and it was really weird. The only time I didn't have shoulder contact with somebody was when I was walking by myself. But yeah, I graduated with distinction, so
that's good.
Good grades, and
I never got distinction, but
who's smarter? Me.
Me.
It was fun. But by the time I got my diploma, because we were about in the middle-ish. By the time I got my diploma, I was ready to just leave.
Yeah.
I sat down. I was like, "Okay, here we go."
Yeah,
like,
but you still have like over 100 students left to.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
But
well, now we can officially say this is now the first episode where we're now both officially graduated ACC alumni, because I've been an ACC alumni for now two
generations, because he's ancient.
2 years older, and I get described as ancient, folks.
He's ancient. Look at him. He's got those wrinkles.
I know. I'm already getting forehead wrinkles. It's awful.
Yeah.
I'm aging already.
You're aging. Just so fast.
I'm not even 22 yet.
It goes from like 20 to...
Yeah. Well, since...
Exponential aging.
Well, I was saying, now that you've just turned 20, now you've graduated, guess the wrinkles
the wrinkles are going to come. But
yeah.
No, it was fun. And then I ended up, like, afterwards I had the barbecue. I didn't even stay for the barbecue because I was going to meet my family. But there was a bunch of, like, pictures and, like, just... It was, like, such an opportunity... Like, it was so overwhelming.
Right.
When we were down in the Manitoba room, because everybody wants to say hi to you, and like everybody you know that's there wants to say hi to you,
Hug
and then everybody wants
get the pictures, get the hot dogs, all that.
You know, you wouldn't think that COVID was just a few years ago. You know what I mean? Like, because like now we've just gotten so back to normal that it's like it was like packed in there, and we ran into Greg. Greg was not a part of the ceremony, but the funny thing is, he was supposed to be.
Uh-oh.
He thought we were the afternoon crew and just messed up and didn't make it in time. But I found Greg in the Manitoba room. He's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." He felt so bad. It was fine.
But at least you got to see me and you got a photo with him.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Let's get a photo with me and Connor."
That means
and
more,
then,
right?
And then he goes, "Let's find Murray." Like, it was a funny thing. So we ended up finding Murray. And so that was a picture of the 4 of us, me, Connor, Murray, and Greg. And then Murray wanted pictures with just me and Connor. Mm-hmm. And it's so funny because both of the teachers, when they're separate, like them and then me and Connor, have like the biggest smiles on their face to have pictures.
Well, they're happy.
And then when the 4 of us are together, they've got like smaller smiles. It's really weird.
Yeah, they're like,
Like, oh, that Murray's here, or oh, that Greg's here. No, it's so funny. But that happened, and then we went out for lunch, and then I had pictures in the evening, and then what else happened, Colin? What happened in the evening on Friday?
I don't. Yeah. So, me, Kenzie, Connor, and 2 of her fellow classmates, we all went out for Boston Pizza for drinks.
Fishbowl Friday.
On Fishbowl Friday. I didn't fishbowl
I
it,
had a
but
fishbowl. He drank part of my fishbowl.
yeah, because it tasted
was
like
so good.
juice, and you couldn't taste any of the alcohol in
You know
that
what's
second
funny?
fishbowl.
Is the one that you tried had coconut rum in it, and I told you would like coconut rum, and you were like, oh, I don't drink.
Well,
very
I
much.
wouldn't have known because I couldn't taste any. I couldn't taste any
But
alcohol.
It's very tropical.
It's very
I liked it.
it's very tropical. Yeah, thank God I didn't order that fishbowl, or else that would have been the downfall of me because that was some strong.
We should have had you open that fish. Or
potent
order that
stuff.
fishbowl. It was so good.
Yeah, and yeah, we got a little loaded, a
a
little bit. And
Casey Chronicles post coming. Eventually.
Yep. And then we took a bunch of pictures.
Yeah, you know what you should do? You should insert the video of me graduating if you can get that from the show right here.
Okay, so we're gonna put in Kenzie when the second she graduates right here.
Look at me shaking hands.
Wow, look at that! And she walks away as soon as she walks up because literally they're factory lining all these students. In
Yeah, and then you have to stop for a picture. Some people forgot, and so they started to walk away, and then they're like holding them back. And I'm like, but yeah, like when I started walking, there was a guy in front of me, and then he was shaking hands. So I like stop awkwardly, and I'm just like chilling, and then he goes, and then I go.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
and then
some pictures maybe.
And then we took some pictures of us at Boston Pizza. Some are fun, some are goofy.
Right there.
Enjoy. The 0.5 filter makes us look so insanely hilarious.
Yeah, but moral of the story is we had fun.
We had a fun time on Friday, and now you're free.
Now I'm free. Oh, I still have 2 weeks of practicum left to do, but
Yeah, but
yeah, it's like busy because we've got like a wedding next weekend. We did like street stories yesterday. We filmed that.
wow.
And we had a grad session, and we have another grad session tomorrow, and then we have a grad day, and then we have a wedding, and then we have more sessions next week, and I have first aid for my other job next week. So busy 2 weeks, but
Damn. Well, there's a lot of busy stuff happening, but here in Casey Chronicles world, for episode 49, we're gonna do something fun that I think I'm actually kind of surprised we never did sooner because I think this is actually a really fun episode idea.
it's gonna be a very insightful episode. I feel.
Very insightful episode. We're gonna learn a lot about ourselves, I think,
And each other.
We're gonna
Friendship.
be taking friendship in the name of friendship. We're gonna be taking the 16 personalities test.
Do you want to explain that to the viewers if they don't know what that is?
Well, I don't really know too much about it, but I'm gonna pretend like I do. So, this website kind of claims that there are.
You gotta do the little glass push-up.
I saw that she was doing this at me. And
Yeah, I was like, smarty pants.
smarty pants. So this website claims that you take this test and that there are 16 different personalities that a person can have. There's like 4 quads, and then each quad has 4 squares within them denoting a single personality.
Yours is gonna be psychotic. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm the psychotic personality.
Yeah.
And she is the
Sweet and innocent.
Duh. So, like last week's episode, we are going to be screen recording, so you get to watch this quiz because we don't want to have to read out every last thing, and you can see the progress as we go. So, Kenzie's going to take the test first. We're going to do an ad break. Then we're going to take my test, and then we're going to compare and contrast how our personalities are and how they compare to each other. And with that,
on screen.
boom. It's
Yeah.
now that was reverberation was crazy.
You make new. Wait, I can't read.
Yeah, she's the I can't read personality.
You regularly make new friends. Depends.
So like there's 3 options of
Yeah, so like there's neither agree nor disagree, and then you can just go like as far to each side as you feel.
Yep, pretty standard.
Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple, straightforward ones.
Ooh.
A little bit.
See, I don't know how long this test is. So
Neither do I.
I hope this test, well, it's not long enough so that we can have time for the both of us. I was gonna say that's a disagree. You don't.
Shush.
No. I'm just gonna like kind of slide over here so I can see. So usually stay calm.
Quite calm.
If network or promoting yourself
A little
to
bit.
strangers. Oh. You prioritize and plan tasks
I
effectively.
usually do.
People's
I'm
stories.
like a type A type of person where I need to get stuff done. Like
I'm a type A 100% too. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data.
Yeah.
You like organizing tools like schedules and lists.
No. I don't
Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge.
I didn't even read that.
I could do.
No.
I have the same thing.
Oh, well.
Oh, you can't
That's
go back.
fine. That's actually kind of accurate, so it works.
Boom. You are not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. I can already see how I would answer this. So I feel like my test is going to go by
I feel like
very
I'm
quick.
so confused. Wait.
Do you not understand the question? Or
I feel like various maybe it's just the way it's worded that's confusing me.
so if someone's looking at a painting and they're talking about the different interpretations of what that art might mean, like you have five different people and they're all talking about what they mean, you're just not interested in the conversation.
Oh, no, I am interested, so then disagree.
You are not too. Yeah, so you
Okay.
disagree in this
See,
case.
they worded it so
I
weird
know.
that it's like kind of
Yeah.
like a double negative in that point, but
Yep.
you know what I mean?
You prioritize facts over people's feelings. Okay, Ben Shapiro. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. Yeah. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet.
No, I always worry.
Yeah, me too. You enjoy participating in team-based activities.
Sometimes.
You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches.
Nah, I'm like in the middle.
You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. Ooh.
No, I'm always honest. I also don't like being sensitive. Hey, we're 30%.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, we're going to have enough time. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore.
Sometimes.
You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst.
We need
You
to
enjoy
finish that.
solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones.
I do. I like reading more
Yep.
than I like.
You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living.
No, I could. I just don't. I'm not that good. I'm a little dyslexic, I feel.
You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax.
Depends on the day.
In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. Your mood can change very quickly. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments.
Depends on the argument.
You often end up doing things at the last possible moment.
Sometimes.
Yeah, procrastination. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas.
Not overly, because I find it like, take politics, for example.
It gets into a shouting
People are
match.
so like
They're not civil
standing
anymore.
their own, and then it's just like you feel like you can't have a say. You know what I mean? So
I
I'm just
agree.
like, I don't like talking
No.
about that stuff
Totally fair. I usually prefer to be around to be around others than on your own.
most of the time. Yes, but
You become bored or lose interest when discussion gets highly theoretical.
no, I
You
wouldn't
like,
say yeah.
you
but
like theories. When facts and feelings conflict, you find yourself following your heart. Do you follow the emotions or do you follow the intelligence? Okay. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule.
I do, because all the jobs that I work are like
All over the place.
all over the place, like different times. Obviously, like with this job, we do ours, we choose our hours, but then we also do like BU sports, which are like sometimes not
Yep.
consistent. So
Yeah.
it's just like
You rarely second guess the choices that you have made.
I always.
Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing.
Colin, would you describe me as lively and outgoing?
You're outgoing. I don't know. Lively.
Okay, we'll do like the
Lively means like there's a lot of emotion to you and whatnot.
You're drawn to various forms of creativity. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions.
Again, it just depends on the situation.
Hmm.
No. I want to.
You rarely feel insecure. You avoid making phone calls.
I disagree. I mean, I like making phone calls more than I like.
Oh, fair. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints.
Yeah. When they're not stupid. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, but that would be unfamiliar though.
You can-
70%. You easily connect with people you have just met.
I try to.
If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world would be like in the future.
Meh.
Your emotions control you more than you control them. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than what is logical or efficient. So you focus on people's
Emotions.
Yeah, emotions. Yeah.
I'm always like the person who cares about other people before I care about myself.
Oh, that's like heartwarming, but also sad. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized, consistent efforts.
I would say probably not, but
When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long will it take for them to feel disappointed in you.
wow. Okay, this quiz is hitting home, guys.
You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time.
I'm a photographer, so yeah, I quite enjoy that.
You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time.
Sometimes.
You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate places.
No. Crowds scare me.
If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof.
Sometimes. Okay, last 10% here.
You often feel overwhelmed. Damn. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps.
Again, depends on the situation.
You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps.
Yeah, I like being creative.
You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice. You struggle with deadlines.
It depends. Usually I don't.
You feel confident that things will work out for you.
Again, I'm right in the middle.
Select
Select your gender. I am a female.
Female.
See the results.
Kenzie is the mediator. The
Okay.
INFPT. Okay, so yeah, so why don't we read through? Yeah, because we have a lot of time. We'll read through yours. We'll keep this tab open, then we'll just open a new tab and do mine, and then we can compare them. So
all that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old is strong. That is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by frost. That's by J.R.R. Tolkien. As an INFP mediator, you possess a rich inner world brimming with imagination, empathy, and idealism. Your compassionate nature and deep-seated desire to understand the human experience makes you a natural confidant and source of support for those around you. You approach life with a sense of wonder, always seeking meaning and authenticity in your experiences and relationships.
So that's pretty accurate.
Your creativity is a wellspring of inspiration, often manifesting in unique ideas and innovative solutions to complex problems. However, the same creativity can lead you to become lost in daydreams, making it challenging to navigate the more practical aspects of life. You have a profound capacity for empathy, allowing you to connect with others on a deep, intuitive level. Now let's see my personality traits.
So you're 51% introverted.
Yeah, because I always find that I'm like, I can't say that I'm introverted or extroverted because I feel like I'm a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I am 61% intuitive. I have 71% feeling. Sorry. You likely prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and feel drawn to calmer environments.
That's exactly me.
You're likely very imaginative and open-minded, focusing on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. Literally. Sorry. I am learning a lot about myself. You likely value emotional expression and sensitivity, prioritizing empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. 54% prospecting. You're likely very adaptable, easygoing, and flexible, prioritizing spontaneity over stability. And I'm 89% turbulent. You're likely self-conscious, sensitive to stress, success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve. Wow, okay. I am getting called out right now, guys. Like, honestly. Okay, what else does it say? Would I like an email? Yes. Your introspective nature drives you to continually explore your own thoughts, feelings, and values. This self-awareness is a powerful tool for personal growth, but it can also lead to excessive self-criticism. You are highly attuned to criticism from others as well, which can sometimes leave you feeling vulnerable or misunderstood. Despite these challenges, your unwavering commitment to your ideals and your ability to see the best in others makes you a powerful force for good in the world. Your journey is one of balancing your rich inner life with the demands of the external world, always striving to bring more beauty, kindness, and authenticity into your life and the lives of those around you. 2, my career path. We might not be able to read all of everything.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, we have to unlock your full results.
In your professional life, you're driven by deep-seated need for meaning and purpose. You thrive in environments that allow you to express your creativity, help others, and stay true to your values. Careers in counseling, teaching, writing, or the arts often appeal to your nurturing nature and imaginative spirit. However, finding the right fit can be a journey of trial and error as you navigate the balance between your ideals and the realities of the working world. Your ability to think outside the box and empathize with others makes you a valuable asset in many fields, particularly those requiring innovative problem solving and interpersonal skills. Yet you may struggle with highly structured environments or roles that involve a lot of routine tasks. Your challenge lies in finding a career that not only aligns with your values but also provides flexibility and autonomy you crave, allowing you to make a meaningful impact while staying true to yourself. My strengths and weaknesses. Woohoo! Sorry. Woohoo! My strengths. Insightful understanding. You grasp deep emotional nuances, creating genuine connections with coworkers and clients. Hey! Yeah. Gentle persuasion. That's what that says. Okay. Your empathetic communication helps you smoothly guide others towards consensus. Independent thinking. You thrive when granted the freedom to innovate and explore ideas creatively. Quiet determination. Understand persistence allows you to pursue meaningful goals without unnecessary conflict. Reflective approach. Your thoughtful mindset ensures high-quality, meaningful outcomes in your projects. Authentic presence. You create trust through honesty and openness and bringing sincerity into the workplace.
All right, now the weaknesses.
And then that's all we can do. My weaknesses. Struggling with pragmatism. Okay. Your idealistic expectations may hinder practical decision-making and achievable goals. Difficulty I'm so dyslexic.
Difficulty networking.
Self-promotion and professional interactions outside your comfort zone may leave you drained. That's true. Reacting personally to criticism. Constructive feedback may trigger deep self-doubt, negatively affecting your confidence. Overlooking organization. Your spontaneous workflow can cause difficulties in maintaining schedules and routines. Reluctant to advocate. Your natural humility often prevents you from presenting your contributions effectively. Oh my gosh, English. Drained by routine. Repetitive or structured tasks demotivate. There we go. That took me a minute. And tire you, reducing overall productivity. Do you want to start the
I'm
little
sorry. Is there
promo?
anything more beyond that?
Not unless we want to pay for it. Oh, well, there's a little bit. But I don't know if we want to read all of this.
Yeah, here. Why don't I go? So yeah, well, I think.
Wait, hold on. I want to read relationships.
Of course you do. There you go. Actually, yeah, that's pretty important.
Strengths and weaknesses in relationships. Natural listener. Your empathy and patience enable others to open up comfortably in your presence. Seeking meaningful bonds. You form true. Oh my god! I'm putting in words that aren't even there.
Do you want me to read for you?
Shush. You form genuine connections founded on vulnerability, trust, and mutual understanding. Highly compassionate. Deeply caring towards those close to you, you offer unwavering emotional support. Respect for differences. Your accepting nature fosters friendships genuinely based on appreciating uniqueness. Emotionally insightful. Your intuitive understanding allows you to read beneath the surface in social situations. Thoughtful gestures. Your relationships are strengthened by your considerate acts tailored to others' interests and needs. Avoiding conflict. Sorry, these are my weaknesses. You may leave difficulties unaddressed, sacrificing honesty to maintain peace and harmony. That is true. Idealizing connections. You sometimes hold relationships to unrealistic standards, causing disappointment and distancing. Neglecting your needs. You frequently neglect to communicate your own emotional requirements clearly. I feel like I'm called out. Withdrawal under stress. Emotional overwhelm can lead you to distance yourself, unintentionally hurting loved ones. Insecurity in new situations. You may appear withdrawn in unfamiliar social settings, limiting relationship opportunities. Sensitive to rejection. Being misunderstood or dismissed quickly discourages you from initiating or maintaining relationships. Okay.
There you go.
That's
So,
like everything.
boom. So I'll do the same thing, and then I'll read out my 1,
Do you
2,
want to
my
start
4.
our ad break?
Sure, I'll do the ad break time. So while Kenzie searches that up, we're going to do a little promo break here. So we are KC Chronicles. We are on Channel 12 and on YouTube. If you're watching us on Channel 12 and you want to watch all of our content for free, you can go to KC Chronicles on YouTube, spelled the exact same way. If you or someone you know is interested in doing a podcast either with us or if you want to do it on your own or with a group of friends or family, here in-house at WCGTV, you can email us at wcgtv@westmancom.com.
Or if you want to just join us and you want to reach us directly, you can email us at caseychronicles2024@gmail.com. And now, last but not least, the TikTok and the Instagram. Casey_Chronicles2024. We do have an Instagram and a TikTok page. Sometimes we post funny stuff, so go drop a like, a follow, DM us, do whatever makes you happy.
Yep, exactly.
And it better be hanging out with us. No, I'm just kidding.
We love to interact with fans, so if
Yeah.
you want to send us something funny, we have plenty of social media clips that Moi does.
Mwah.
Moi does. She runs the social media page, but I supply the content. We're a
duo. We work together.
we work together.
Yeah, and if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're not, and you just want to go look at our YouTube, go look at the YouTube and drop a like, maybe subscribe, a comment,
subscribe, do all the YouTube things.
all the YouTube things.
And if you're already watching on YouTube, thank you.
If you're already subscribed on YouTube, thank you.
And if you're not, subscribe. What are you doing?
Why
Do
are you
it.
still sitting here?
Subscribe. Why are you just staring? Oh no! What did you do?
I just went to bring my hand up and I just
See? She got so angry that you have not subscribed yet that
I hurt myself.
that she hurt herself. So subscribe, damn it.
All right, that concludes the ad break. It's time for Cullen's little personality.
So
quiz.
I'm gonna say I wasn't gonna say it while you were taking that test, but I feel like I might get the same thing as you, because when I was reading a lot of that, I'm just looking at it and going, that's me. But you never know.
That's me. What if we have the exact same personality and that's why we can do the show together? Might make sense.
Well, again, it's like I want to compare the personalities afterwards. Oh my god, her skin's actually turning red, folks. She might die. She might actually die.
You would like that.
Maybe.
Too bad I don't have a will and you're not getting anything. Maybe I'll just make sure you get my debt.
Oh, that's just rude. You can't pass your debt on to me. Like, okay, let's just move on.
Do you want to? Sorry, while you're doing this, do you want to hear my funny little plan for my funeral?
Oh no.
You can start the test.
Sure.
So my plan for my funeral, if you aren't my friend and you don't know this, because I've said this to a few people, but my plan for my funeral is to have a big Kahoot game. Okay. Okay. Big Kahoot game about me. The person who knows me the best, the person who wins the Kahoot, gets my money, my books, everything that I'm worth, they get that. That's how the will be distributed. The person who loses and doesn't know me well enough gets my debt.
Damn.
And I've had so many people be like, I would win, I know you the best. And I'm like, let's put it to the test. Hey, I rhymed. I was a poet and I didn't even know it. I'm Dr. Seuss.
I was like, I'm a poet, but I didn't even know it.
I'm Dr. Seuss. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
This is what happens when you let her start going on a monologue. This is what Friday night was like, folks.
Oh, yeah. On Friday, my practicum host also joined us for a drink.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
right.
quite fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, well, I was texting her about it, and she goes, can I join for a drink? And I was like, yeah, you can. It's like, yeah, you can come if you want. You do whatever you want. You're an adult. You want to come drink with some college graduates? Sure. I ain't gonna stop you. Yeah, so she came in and she had a fishbowl.
Yep.
Fishbowl Friday.
Yeah, Fishbowl Fridays at Boston
Yeah,
Pizza are really
if
good.
you've never been to Fishbowl Friday at Boston Pizza anywhere, you should do that because they're $10 fish bowls and there's a bunch of different flavors, and they're so good. Like on the typical menu, there's like 3 different kinds of fish bowls. On the Fishbowl Friday menu, there's like 12. And the one I got was called Bahama Mama, and it's like orange juice and pineapple juice and coconut rum. It was really tasty. All it was missing was some maraschino cherries.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't go for fish bowls because again, I don't drink too much. I only drink. Hanging out with her is the reason why I drink a lot, because she just likes to
Drink a lot. He came drinking out twice.
Yeah, but that's a higher rate than like my entire like past 2 years.
I didn't force you to drink. You can
No,
come
you
out
didn't.
and not drink.
No, you're right. But when everyone else does it, I feel peer pressured.
You shouldn't. We weren't trying to.
No,
pressure
I'm kidding. No, I went for rum and Coke. That's my go-to. I like it.
We should just like Casey Chronicles get drunk. This is the second time. I'll
Second time we've done this.
Second time I will.
Go on.
No, I'm just thinking, what if we made an episode while we drank one day? Bring the little DJ Osmo into the bar, have little mics on, and just be like commenting, this is our first drink of the night. I think that would be fun. I think it would be so fun.
Yeah.
Would you guys enjoy that? Comment below. Would you like to see us drink?
There'd be a lot that's not PG that would happen.
We would just have to keep it family friendly.
Considering how Friday went, that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. The amount of things that came out of our mouths are not. No, the content of which was not appropriate. Let's put it that way.
We played Cards Against Humanity. That was fun too.
Well, even if you take out Cards Against Humanity, it was still very vulgar.
Whose fault is that? Yours.
Don't pin it on me.
It's all Colin's fault. He started it.
Listen, Kenzie and her boyfriend.
Do your freaking test.
Okay, fine.
Do you want to be here for another hour? I don't. I'm going home to make steak after this.
Oh well, I was gonna say I'd be
You're
happy
gonna
to stay
be
here.
here all day.
I would say I would happily do this for another hour, but I guess you just don't want to.
Okay, well, I also have work this afternoon at my other job. It's like sometime in the morning. I got here at 10, so I think they're just outside. But my plan is, because I usually eat the same thing at work all the time, is to go buy a steak, cook me a steak, and if I don't eat it before I leave, I'll bring it with me. But I just want something that's not a bagel to eat tonight,
Disagreements you provide. Here, why don't we talk about my quiz?
How's it going?
Why don't you make commentary? I'm 40% of the way through. Disagreements you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. Yeah, I like to win arguments sometimes. Sometimes. Usually wait for others to introduce themselves first. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You would hate me in social settings where I'm not with people that I know well. Your mood can change very quickly. Yeah. Yeah. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. I can be sometimes.
I don't know.
You were going to say something? You often end up doing
I
things
had
at
the
the last
thought, and then I lost it.
Actually, I'm not as bad with procrastination as I once was. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. I do. I won't say enjoy too much, but I think that averages out to I just barely enjoy it.
We should talk about how nice I am. I brought Timbits for the office.
It started as you were about to be very vain. Let's talk about how nice I am.
No, I brought Timbits with me today for the whole office.
You did do that.
Well, not the whole office, our department, but because I feel like if I bought for the whole office, I would need 100 pack, because there's a lot of people who work here.
It's true.
Half of which I don't even know them. Really, if you guys have ever been, if you know what WCGTV is, there's so many different departments. We are in just a tiny department.
Yeah, we're
there's maybe 10 of us.
We're little pipsqueaks.
Yeah, so I'm like when I say the whole office, I mean our department. I don't know what commentary to make. What should I talk about?
What are you doing for Canada Day?
Probably working.
Oh.
That would be my guess. I don't know. I don't really have
I was going to
plans.
say, we should get all the friends and go up to Riding Mountain for the day, because that's when it's free to get into the park.
Sure.
Just
If I'm not working, sure.
No, and we'll bring the Osmo. We'll make an episode out of it. Or we'll just record some content. Make a little short, something like that.
Short movie.
A little short movie in case your
Colin goes missing.
Yeah, she secretly wishes.
2 podcasters went on a hike. Only one came
returned.
back.
Guess who it is?
Guess who pushed him in the bush?
Yeah. No.
It was Connor. Connor's going to push you in a bush.
Why would he do that? Connor and I have a great relationship.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. You trying to steal my man?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to fight.
We're
gonna box after this.
No, save that for Canada Day. We'll see who can win Connor.
Who would win in a fight for Connor?
Yeah.
Me, obviously, because he loves me more.
No, Cap. Usually base your choices on.
Did he FaceTime you last night? Nah, that's what I thought.
He did actually. He FaceTimed me right after he was done FaceTiming you, and he said, "Oh, thank God."
I know that's not true, but that's mean. I don't.
It's hard to make commentary because I'm trying to focus on this, and then you're also trying to egg me onto an argument. It's great. 70%. You easily connect with people that you have just met. Neutral. That's like I think the first neutral answer.
Kind of thought like a whale.
I don't know.
You sounded like
God
a whale.
damn. I know I did. That's going to end up on social media, isn't it? If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track. Absolutely. You are still bothered by mistakes. Yeah. You're not too interested in discussing theories on what the world would be like in the future.
When you say you're still bothered by mistakes you made, is that you telling me that KC Chronicles starting was a mistake and it still bothers you? Or no, just kidding. Wow.
Next question.
Show over.
Next question. Show over.
We're not friends anymore.
Yeah, just before we hit 50, it's over. Your emotions control you. Sometimes my emotions.
He's so
do.
mean to me, guys. You don't understand.
Don't even start.
No, I will start. You don't even understand. You guys see what he does to me on camera, but like, if you had seen the amount of bullying this man does in his free time, you'd be like, oh, we feel so bad for you, Kenzie, because honestly, get some help.
Just let me do my quiz here, man. Your personal work style is closer to
you can't.
spontaneous.
No, I'm sorry.
And then I'll say it again.
So you can't assume that I am a man. I am not man. I am woman.
Oh, when we leave you to make commentary, it just gets a lot more, I don't know, herky-jerky.
I'm sorry that I'm the fun one out of the two of us.
I'm the fun one.
I'm the one that everybody likes.
That's probably true, actually. When someone thinks highly of you, wonder how long it'll take for you. Yeah, I wonder. I always wonder.
I'm disappointed in you. Does that make you feel better?
Yeah. Well, see, it proves the point. You would love a job that requires you to work alone. Yes. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. No. I love talking about the theoreticals.
Yeah, that's when he gets to bring out Smarty Pants McGee.
You should see me when we've had bonfires and we're sitting in front of the bonfire. You should see me. I sound like Albert Einstein, Gandhi, Martin Luther King, like all put
Did we
together.
attend the same bonfire?
We did. You feel more drawn to bustling atmospheres? No.
Are you sure you're talking about the bonfire that I came over for?
Yeah. Yeah. If a decision feels right for you, you often.
Guys, I think he's mental. Might need to send him to an asylum.
You often feel overwhelmed. Yeah, I do. Yeah, you complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Neutral on that one. Depends. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than concrete steps. No, I stick to the books. You're more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning. Again, right in the middle, because I almost use like an exact blend of both. You struggle with deadlines, not as much as I used to. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Sure. Male. All right, what am I?
Architect.
I am the architect. I am an architect. I built the pyramids of Giza.
I'm going to hit him.
Oh, this episode's a banger.
Show's over.
The show's over. Okay. So, a quote.
Cute.
Thought constitutes the greatness of man. Man is a reed, the feeblest thing in nature, but he is a thinking reed. I'm a reed in nature, but I'm a reed that thinks.
The only thing I think about when I think about reed, like a reed, is like that cardboard or that wood piece in a clarinet.
So you think I'm a reed in a clarinet who thinks?
Yeah, you're a reed of a clarinet.
Who
That's
thinks?
what that means.
Who thinks? Okay, cool. As an INTJ, or an architect, you possess a rare combination of vision and pragmatism. Your analytical mind constantly seeks to understand the world around you, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to improve systems and ideas. You approach life with a strategic mindset, always looking several steps ahead and planning your various contingencies.
That's true.
Your independent nature is one of your defining characteristics. You value your autonomy and often prefer to work alone, trusting your own judgment and abilities above all else.
He just doesn't trust nobody else. So why do we do this show? I'm just kidding.
You're probably actually not that far off. This self-reliance, combined with your intellectual prowess, allows you to tackle complex problems
This is going straight to his head.
with with confidence and innovation. See, that's me. That's me right there thinking with my little mice on the floor and the bats. I like to think that this is how when I go home from work, I sit amongst a pile of rocks with a bat and some rats with a martini and a giant like curved monitor setup with torches around me. That's what happens when I go home.
I quit.
Yeah, I quit. Okay. 71% introverted. That's pretty true.
That's 20% more than me. Look,
true.
I'm a mathematician.
Mathematician. I am 70% intuitive.
Why are you so mean?
I'm just mimicking you. That's all.
Did you say 72%?
70.
I thought you said. I heard 72.
No, I said 70% intuitive. Maybe you combined intuitive and 70 together.
I was like, that's 70, not 72.
No shouting, please. I'm 70%
Yes,
intuitive.
Dad.
So I'm more introverted and I'm more intuitive than you, but I am slightly on the thinking side because you're on the feeling side, right? Hold on, sorry, we're just gonna skip over to Kenzie's. We're gonna compare and contrast. So yeah, so you're heavily you're on the feeling side. I'm slightly on the thinking
You're
side.
on the judging side.
I know.
Judgy McGee.
But the judging, it's not like I'm a judgmental person. It's more so you're likely
judgmental person.
You're likely organized, decisive, and thorough, valuing structure and planning over spontaneity.
You're a judgmental person.
No,
That's what that says.
I'm very open-minded. You know I'm open-minded.
You're judgmental.
Okay. I am 78% turbulent. You're likely self-conscious, sensitive to stress, success-driven, perfectionist.
What was my percentage for the turbulent? Oh, I'm even more turbulent. Aha! Yeah.
What'd you say?
I win.
Aha! So
Not in the best category, but I win.
So if we kind of jump back and forth, so I'm more introverted. I'm more intuitive. You feel more. I think more. I'm more judging. You're more prospecting. And then we're both turbulent, but you're a little more turbulent.
Let's look at your strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, exactly. So we're on the same side. 3 out of the 5. So I think so. Again,
We're fairly similar.
we line up in.
Okay,
some
let's
good
see
ways.
what your strengths and weaknesses are in your career path.
So my career path. In your professional life, you thrive on intellectual challenges and the opportunity to implement your innovative ideas. You excel in roles that allow you to utilize your strategic thinking and problem-solving skills, often gravitating towards fields like science, technology, or business strategy.
Kind of, you could say you're in technology.
I am in technology, that's true. Your ability to see the big picture while also attending to crucial details makes you a valuable asset in any organization. However, your preference for working independently and your dislike for office politics can sometimes hinder your career progression.
Wow.
I work in an office, that's ironic. Learning to navigate social dynamics and communicate your ideas effectively to others is crucial for your professional growth. Your unique insights are most valuable when they can be implemented, which often requires collaboration and buy-in from others. Interesting. See, here's the thing. I think there's a lot of stuff that checks out here, but when I think about it, how I think my personality is, it's a mixture of this and yours. Because there was a lot of stuff that was being talked about in the career path and strengths and weaknesses. Well, we haven't read mine yet, but
I'm actually struggling.
I think mine's a mixture of both. But
I just want to
we'll
hear
see.
what your strengths and
So
your
my
weaknesses
strengths
are.
in my career path are innovative mindset, your ability to see possibilities, your ability to see possibility others overlook often helps you find smarter
He's also dyslexic.
solution. I just overthink it. Smarter solutions and effective improvements at work. I'm sure, I guess. Independent worker, your talent for working productively on your own allows you to manage tasks effectively without the need for constant direction or supervision. We're running low on time here, so I might just kind of jump through these. So conceptual thinking. Sure, you often grasp abstract, complex ideas. That's true. Continuous improvement. You're naturally focused on refining the work process. Yeah, it's pretty fair. Objective judgment. Your capacity to make impartial decisions based on facts rather than favoritism or personal bias earns respect and trust from your colleagues. Does that earn? Do I earn your trust through that?
We're not really colleagues. We're friends. Colleagues went out
that's
the
true.
door like a long time ago.
Yeah, colleagues went out the door when we started.
So I can't
our
really
show.
speak on work colleagues, but
That's
I can
actually
speak
true.
on like
Yeah.
friendship levels, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Reliable performance. Am I reliable?
I don't know. Ask your boss.
That's true. I'm here every day, so I guess that counts for something. Discomfort for networking. Yep, I'm not good with strangers at all. I suck. Once I get to know you, and if you're a friend of mine, it's a lot easier. But if I'm a stranger, God, I'm terrified of you. I don't know why I just said that out loud because now strangers are gonna use that to my advantage. Like strangers
They're
are gonna
come
up
on
to me.
the show and they're gonna be like, "You're scared of me."
Yeah, and I'm just saying they're going. Yeah, I am.
Sweating.
Yeah, I'm just
Visible
sweating.
sweat.
Visible sweating.
Yeah.
Frustrations with constraints. Yeah, I'm very much a free into the spirit kind of person, in a way. What?
I'm
Okay.
just gonna make a joke.
Okay. Ignoring social dynamics. You tend to neglect office politics and informal social interactions, possibly missing cues or causing unintended misunderstandings. That is absolutely true. I don't like small talk. I love deep conversations. That's why I
Unless
like
it's me. Then you just like talking to me,
well, yeah, in general, I do like talking to you.
whether
Yeah,
it's small talk or normal talk.
that's true. Reluctance to delegate tasks. Believing strongly in your own abilities, you often hesitate to entrust responsibilities to others. Yeah, it's a matter of like trust, and it's just I'm a perfectionist, and I would rather see it through myself. Not really so much as I don't trust you, but I'd rather do it myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not personal. It's just my efficiency. Overly blunt feedback. In your pursuit of truth and efficiency, you may deliver criticisms in ways that unintentionally demotivate or upset sensitive colleagues.
You've made me cry. No, I'm just kidding.
I have not made you well. Let's not go there. No, I don't think I'm overly blunt. I can be blunt, but I'm politely blunt. I mean, that's almost a little contradictory, but you get the point. Impatience with routine. You often feel restless when assigned tasks that seem repetitive or mundane. Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, let's look at your relationships.
Yeah, let's skip personal growth. Let's look at relationships.
And relationships, strengths, and weaknesses, though.
That's me right there, and with the purple hair and the mustache.
Hello.
Hello.
Brother.
In your relationships, you value depth, authenticity, and intellectual connection above all else. That, yeah. I want someone who is
That. Yeah.
that, yeah. You seek
That.
partners and friends who can engage in meaningful conversations and appreciate your unique perspective on the world. Absolutely.
Me.
Your loyalty and commitment run deep, even if you don't always express your feelings openly. This is the most on the mark so far, I think. However, your tendency to prioritize logic over emotion can create challenges in your personal connections. You may struggle to understand or respond to others' emotional needs, and your direct communication style might sometimes come across as harsh or insensitive. Learning to balance your natural rationality with empathy and emotional expression is crucial for building and maintaining fulfilling relationships, whether romantic, friendly, or familial.
That's a big word for you. Familial.
I know. Again, I think the wording comes off across a little too strong. I have a hard time feeling other people's emotions. Like I can sense it, but I can't feel it or understand it truly. I get it and I understand in a way, but I don't feel it deep. Like it's like your pain's my pain. That I have trouble with. I can understand the issue that you're going through is bad, and I want to help you, or listen, but I can't feel truly. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel what you mean.
So
It makes sense.
my strengths, I am authentic sincerity. You build trust through your honest, genuine interactions, making your connections deep, real, and stable. I'm quietly caring. I think so. Respecting autonomy, insightful advice, selective loyalty. Once you've established trust with someone, you dedicate unwavering support and steadfast commitment to that person over the long term. Yeah. Meaningful conversations. That's also true. Insensitive to emotions. Your rational nature can lead you to unintentionally overlook or undervalue emotional signals sometimes. Yeah.
Take the L on your emotions.
No.
I guess that's backwards.
No. I do feel like this personality, it's kind of underplaying how much I do have an emotional side that I do read. I just think the wording here is downplaying it a bit in me. Like because it makes me like that my rational's up here and my emotions are down here. Sorry, just to get that in frame. It's more so like this.
Yeah.
It's not that far away. It's just more like this. But I do agree that my rational is a little more higher. Avoiding social rituals, just like of small talk or
Hate
expected.
to be the grammar police, but you did say a little more higher. And that bothered me.
Oh no, the grammar police has failed. Withdrawn under stress, absolutely. Difficulty sharing vulnerabilities. Actually, no. I'm gonna say that's actually incorrect. I'm when I'm with someone that I can trust, I can talk about that.
Yeah.
So, critical communication. Occasionally, harsh or overly direct remarks, though well-intended, might unintentionally wound others. Again, sure, but it overplays it a bit. High relationship standards, unfortunately, yes. I have my standards.
Cute.
Okay, so I am INTJ and you're INFP. With the little time we have, let's compare how do INFPs and INTJs, I got those right, yeah. How compatible are how do they get along? Let's see. So let's look at this AI overview. Yes, INTJs and INFPs can get along well. Despite being different personality types, they often find a strong connection and understanding, especially in long-term relationships despite initial differences. They have shared intuition and introversion. Both types are introverted and intuitive, meaning that they're both drawn to ideas and possibilities rather than the concrete and the present. This shared foundation can create a strong base for understanding and connection. While both are introverted, INTJs tend to be more logical and strategic, while INFPs are more empathetic and value-driven. This can create a balance in a relationship, with each partner bringing unique strengths to the table. Each type can learn from the other. INTJs can help INFPs become more grounded and practical, while INFPs can help INTJs connect with their emotional values. I'm just going to refer to the P's as P's and the J as J's, because that's a mouthful to say those acronyms. Both types value independence and personal space, which can create a comfortable dynamic where each person can be themselves. J's tend to be direct and logical, while P's may be more indirect and emotionally driven. This difference can lead to misunderstandings if not addressed with awareness and effort. J's often focus on goals and efficiency, while P's prioritize personal values and authenticity. This can lead to disagreements about how to approach situations. Both types need time alone to recharge, but they may have different expectations about how much interaction is needed to feel connected. Maybe that explains why maybe our introverted levels are a little different, so we might need different amounts. Open communication about this is crucial. J's and P's can form a strong and meaningful bond. The key is understanding their differences, appreciating their strengths, and communicating openly to navigate any challenges that may arise. I think that's pretty fairly accurate, I think.
I think so. I would say.
Boom.
Wow.
Well then.
This was an insightful episode.
This was an insightful episode. Here, hold on. Let's just go on this quick little website called Truity. See, whoa, you can see all the different personality types here on the sides, but oh gosh.
Okay, we're not reading that.
Yeah, we're not reading all
We
this.
don't have time.
Yeah. Values are intensely personal, and we can find common ground. There will always be some difference in what you hold dear. Yeah, we don't have time for all this junk.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
All right, we're going to close the screen.
Oh, wow, you're making sound effects at this point.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining today's episode of the KC Chronicles, episode 49. We're one away from the big 5-0.
And again, I'm just going to say right now, again, we're going to do some... Oh, no, I just knocked over my hairbrush and my water bottle. We're just going to forget about that. So in conclusion, in the 16 personalities, you're an INFP, the mediator, and I'm an INTJ, the architect.
Interesting.
So the architect and the mediator. Interesting.
Mine's not a surprise to me.
No. Again, mine I feel like is accurate on some levels, but I feel like it overplayed how like rational and blunt I am. I think it overdid it a little bit. Again, because I feel, again, the mediator and the architect, I feel like I'm a sort of a hybrid of both. I'll still take the mediator, but I feel like I'm a hybrid.
All right, well.
There you go. Here's our results, like on either side. Boom. Just doing some fun graphics.
So let us know if you guys took the quiz and what you are.
Exactly.
And if you are like, if you are like us. Because, everybody's different. We would love to hear your responses and what you guys are and how you feel about what we are and if you think it's accurate.
Exactly. And again, I mean, we should also, like, obviously say these are to be taken with a grain of salt. Obviously, these are not complete concrete. Like, this is exactly how you are to a T. I mean, as we've seen, I mean, even though mediator and architect were pretty accurate to how we are, we're not exactly like these types, really. So, but it's fun to think about. It's fascinating for sure. And
But thank you for joining us on today's episode of the KC Chronicles. We hope you have a good rest of your day, your week, whatever you're having. And if you're watching this on YouTube, let us know by subscribing or leaving a comment or dropping a like. And
do what she said.
until next time, this is a bye from Kenzie and Cullen.